Hello, hello, hello. We're back. It's time. It's time for another deep dive. Rush, if you hadn't guessed, as of recording this, no one's made a guess on the post I put up today. So, Rush. Now, look, I've heard of Rush, but I can't think of a song by Rush. I'm sure there's going to be some that I know. Now, I have picked released singles from their albums, but I'm not sure if I'm going to know them or not. I don't recognise any of them, let's put it that way. But I must know Rush. I must, but I just can't think of any of their songs. So, this is going to be interesting. 20 studio albums, 16 live albums, 20 compilation albums, 85 singles, I can't believe that, and over 42 million copies sold worldwide and counting. Inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame in 1994 and inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2012. Some say 2013, but the one I read was December 2012, so it's kind of right on the cusp of 2013 anyway. So they formed back originally in 1968 in Toronto. And the original lineup, now I don't know if I'm going to pronounce his name correctly. Alex, is it Lifeson or Lifferson, who was on guitars. John Rutsey, the drummer. Jeff Jones was the bassist and vocalist. Jeff Jones was replaced by Geddy Lee. And by 1974, Neil Peart, in these right, he joined in 74, and that became the classic power trio. And they seem to not really have had much of a gap. They've kept fairly consistent. I think they only had a break for a year or so here and there, until unfortunately Neil Peart died in 2020. Influences were blues-based hard rock and heavy metal was what they were into. Now, I'm not going to go into too much more because there's a lot of stuff I could go. I'm not going to do that because we're here for the music, and I want to check out 5 of their singles that they released from 5 different albums. Now, there's a lot of albums to choose from. If we're just going for studio, that's 20, so I can only do a quarter of them. So I'm going to look at, as ever, I'm going to look at their first album, which was Rush, released in 1974. And I've picked, these are all written by Alex Lifeson and Geddy Lee, lyrics by Neil Peart. So that seems to be the norm for all of these ones that I'm doing anyway. We're looking at In the Mood, released from that album, Rush 1974. And I'm not sure if I've heard this. So let's give it a go and we will find out, shall we? Let's do it. Ooh.
Oh, hey now, baby. Well, I like your smile. Won't you come and talk to me for a little while? Well, you're making me crazy. The way you roll them eyes. Won't you come and sit with me? I'll tell you all my lies.
Okay, now, funny thing that John said to me, my husband, he said, you've heard Rush and you didn't like the singer. You didn't like his voice. I said, oh, really? I can't remember. He said, yeah, you didn't like his voice. And then he mentioned a track. He said, are you doing that one? And I said, no. He said, that's good. So I'm going to have to listen to that one now. But I don't remember saying that. I don't know what we were listening to that made me say that. Maybe it's one of these tracks and I'll find out. I don't know. But I like his voice. It's unusual and it's quite high, and it's just, I don't know what this reminded me of. I'm trying to dredge my brain and think about what this reminded me of. And it reminded me of something a little bit, but I'm not sure what. And it's probably just another song that was around in the 70s and has that similar 70s feel to it. I don't know. I will have to think about it. But unusual voice. But I like it, and it is 70s to me, and I love 70s rock. So let's carry on, shall we? Let's come back a little bit.
Sit with me, I'll tell you all my lies. Hey baby, it's 7:45. you talk so fast? I'm just trying to make this good time. I'm trying to make it last. Well, everything's getting hazy. Now, honey, where'd you go? I just want to find out, baby. Where'd you learn what you know? Hey, baby, it's 7:45. I feel I'm in the mood. Hey, baby, the hour is late. I feel I've got to move. Hey, baby, it's 7:45. I feel I'm in the mood. Hey, baby, the hour is late. I feel I've got to move.
I don't know this one. Ooh.
Well, hey now, baby, said I like your style. You really got me, baby. Way down deep inside. Ooh, you drive me crazy. Baby, you're the one. I just wanna rock and roll you, woman, until the night is done. Oh, hey, baby, it's 7:45. I feel I'm in the mood. Hey, baby, the hour is late. I feel I've got to move. Yes, I do.
I like that. It's a very happy song, and I wouldn't say, I know they're saying their influences are hard rock, but that was more just light. It was lighter, wasn't it? It wasn't hard rock. It was soft rock. It was but it was it felt very happy and lively, and yeah, something just to have a little groove to, and it was a bit of fun. I liked it, and I didn't mind his voice. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? There is sometimes you will listen to a band, and however good the music is, the singer just you can't do that voice. That voice just grates, and it just spoils it, and you just can't. I didn't mind his voice. I thought that was good. I thought it was all right. Very high. I wasn't expecting that so much. And I don't know what that song reminded me of. It was reminding me of something, but I'm liking it. I'm liking especially the percussion, and it was just felt like it was a bit of fun. It was just something that was fun. So I'm going to get onto the next one. We're going to get onto the next one. Let me just mute that one. Now I'm hoping the audio is okay. I've done a quick test of levels by not listening but playing it and watching the levels on OBS. So they all seem to be around the same level. So hopefully it'll be okay. Now the next one, I need to switch this over on here, is The Spirit of Radio, and we're jumping from 74 to 1980. There's been a few albums in between that, but I can't do them all. I haven't got time. We can always revisit these guys and cover some of their songs later. But this is Spirit of Radio from Permanent Waves in 1980. So 6 years. Let's see what's changed in 6 years, shall we? Let's do it. I've heard this one. cool. I remember Pirate Radio, listening to Pirate Radio. I have heard this one. Of course I have. I just didn't recognise the name. And it's been quite a while since I have heard it. But as soon as those opening notes happened, I thought, okay, I know this one. I'm hoping that I'm not going to get that on all of these. I think I had one deep dive where I actually knew 3 of the 5 tracks, which wasn't good. But I just didn't recognise the names of them. So, yeah, I don't know if it's a different feel. It doesn't feel as I like the first one, but I wouldn't say poppy feel, but it was more upbeat, and this is still quite upbeat, but it feels a little bit different, and I kind of like this one better in some ways. Whether that's because I know it, it might be just because I recognise it. And I'm liking the animation as well. That's kind of cool. Going with it, something a bit different. So, are we focusing on the UK for this one? Is there any reason why it is the UK and we've got Pirate Radio? I don't know. I'm looking at the lyrics. I can't see it, but I don't know. We'll carry on listening. It's good. His voice, I'm liking his voice. I don't know what this is about not liking his voice. When I said that, I think John's making it up. I think he's talking about another band. I think he's forgotten. And it's good. I'm liking it. Let's carry on. Oh, that's that guitar. Significance. That was in Birdie Song or Shadow Puppets. I don't know. I don't know what the significance is. Is that something they did at their concerts? Is there a reason for that? I have no idea, but it's okay. So I'm guessing we're looking at radio DJs, aren't we? So and because it is about the radio and the spirit of radio. Not necessarily pirate radio, which is what we were showing at the beginning. Cool. Okay. No, let's carry on. That guitar riff is just it. That's what I recognised, and that was what sounds so cool. I'm liking it. But that bit where they're doing the hand signal, that I don't know what's making that song sound. I need to listen again. I don't know what I'm talking about today. I'm just enjoying. I'm here just chilling and enjoying. So don't expect anything amazing commentary from me, because I'm just enjoying the music. And hoping that I don't recognise the next one, but this is really cool. I'm really it's really cool, and I'm trying to kind of work out what's going on in the animation as well. So we had a bit of Brits and Pirate Radio. I'm not sure if it's just, and then we've gone to sort of, I don't know if this is just standard DJs, because I don't recognise the DJs' names that were popping up. Sorry, but I don't. But yeah, I'm trying to kind of get in the groove of what's going on in the animation. Just the fact of sharing the music, and one likes to believe in the freedom of music, but glittering prizes and endless compromises shatter the illusion of integrity. Yeah. And that's why I'm liking more independent artists that are getting... YouTube's become the place now, and you're getting so many independent artists, and you're getting to hear so much more music that isn't controlled by anybody but the band. They can do what they want when they want, and that's just awesome. Anyway, let's carry on. Got like a triangle going on in the background as well. That's cool. Good old boombox. Cool. I forgot how that ended actually. And there was a little bit of what sounded very reggae-like in that, for the words of the prophets were written on the studio wall, and then echoes until the sound of salesman. That was very, that went into a real kind of reggae feel. I thought it was going to have a bit of UB40 then. That was cool. It was cool. Cool animation and great song. And I really like that one. And I have always really liked that one. I'd just forgotten all about it. And I'd forgotten the name of it. It's the problem, isn't it? It's not only... It was a long time ago anyway, and you probably haven't listened to these for a while. But I'm also getting old, so that doesn't help. So you start forgetting stuff, even though I do remember a lot of stuff that's way back, lyrics to stuff that you think, how can I remember that? But I can't remember what I had for dinner yesterday. It's crazy. But yeah, I went through a period of not listening to music much at all. Many years, in fact, of not listening to much music at all. And it's only been the last couple of years that I've really started listening to a lot more rather than just a little bit here and there. And listening to more, not just when I'm on the PC doing something and I've got music going on, but actually listening to it more often and just getting back into it. And it's so cool to listen to these that I haven't heard for a very long time. And that is a cracking song. I love it. So next. Third one, halfway there nearly. 1987 now. We're jumping 7 years this time. And we're going to 1987. Let me just mute that and get rid of that one. Get on to this one. Third one. These are... No, I haven't. Yes, this is the one. God, I just don't know what I'm doing. Hang on. That one. Starting. Okay. So, 1987, as I said. Losing the plot. Losing it. Song number 3, Time Stands Still from Hold Your Fire. Now, I don't recognise the name, but don't hold me to that because I have no idea. I might have heard this. I'm fingers crossed it's a new one and I haven't. But what the hell? If I have, then I haven't heard it for a long time. Oh, excuse me a minute. Oh, bloody phone. Right. Let's do this. I'm excited to see what this is now. I think I know it.
Catch my breath before I start off again. Living on without a moment to spend. To pass the evening with a drink and a friend. I let my skin get too thin. I'd like to pause, no matter what I pretend. Like some pilgrim who loves to transcend, learns to live as if each step was a year.
About sliding around the screen like that. His voice is different in this one a little bit. I mean, it's still obviously his voice, but it's a little bit softer and a little bit lower, it feels like. It's not quite as I'm not saying piercing as such, not in a bad way, but it's got more of an edge to it until this one. This is softer, definitely. So that's different. I think I'm not sure about this editing of this video. I think it's a bit weird having him flying around the screen. That's kind of weird. But I don't know if this was actually done. This is an old video. It's got to be an old video, isn't it? 12 years ago it was remastered and put up. I don't know. It's a bit weird seeing him floating around the screen. I don't know it. It's a kind of, I don't know, it seems a bit slower and gentler. I'm not sure what to think yet, so we've got to carry on and see what we think. Let's wait for the chorus. Right. glad something stands still.
Freeze this moment a little bit longer. Make each sensation a little bit stronger. Experience slips away. Experience slips away. Time stands still.
Now listen, just because you can do stuff like that and move things around the screen doesn't mean you should. What the hell? I feel sorry for the camera girl. She's not only being made to sing, she's also trying to track all three of them whizzing around the screen all the time. I don't know what's going on in that video. It's kind of weird. I don't know if I like this. It's okay. It's certainly not my favourite of the three. I mean, Spirit of the Radio is my favourite, and then In the Mood, and now this one. I don't know what it reminds me of. It's kind of. It's not. It's. I wouldn't say this is hard rock. It's not hard rock blues influence, but it's more of a pop rock feel, and it is the 80s. So, no, this isn't one that I would actually ever remember either. I may have heard it back in the day, but it certainly didn't register with me. And it's okay, I think I would say. It's not something I would get overly excited about. It's all right. He sings well. I mean, they're great. They're a great band and they're great musicians. This one's just not resonating with me. But we'll carry on. We'll carry on and see what else happens. I'm more interested in what's going on in the video now, in what they're up to.
I turn my face to the sun, close my eyes, let my defenses down. All those wounds that I can't get unwound. I let my past go too fast, no time to pause. If I could slow it all down, like some captain whose ship runs aground, I could wait until the tide comes around.
She's got a good voice.
Looking back, but I want to look around me now. See more of the people and the places that surround me now. Freeze this moment a little bit longer. Make each sensation a little bit stronger. Make each impression a little bit stronger. Freeze this motion a little bit longer. The innocence slips away.
Nice bit of harmony.
The innocence slips away. Time stands still. Time stands still.
Oh my god, now we've got loads of them. What the hell? Oh my god.
I'm not looking back, but I want to look around me now. See more of the people and the places that surround me now. Time stands still.
Woo, enough she zooms. Okay, I was getting a bit more into that. I found that very distracting, but I think the point of that, all of that sliding about everywhere, was basically what they're talking about they want time to stand still. They want time to look around rather than just keep whizzing on. Like summer's going fast, freeze the moment a little bit longer, make each sensation a little bit stronger, and everything's slipping away. So I don't know if that's supposed to be why everything is flying around the screen like that. And obviously whoever's editing it just thought, oh, what else can we do with this? I know, we'll just have loads of them coming towards us and we'll just put her on her back, twirling around over the top of them, and at the end we'll have her zooming off into the distance and out of sight. Very odd. Very odd. I like the bit where she was in the studio and she was like trying to dodge him as he was whirring around her, the singer, and then trying to get to the camera. It was crazy. That kind of distracted me. But when I was trying to concentrate on the music and the lyrics, and I like the message, and it's cool. A lot of songs do this about you're getting older and you're more experienced, allegedly. But as you get older, you're losing that experience because you're not doing that. Like maybe when you retire and you're not doing that job anymore and you forget how to do it. You forget how to do lots of stuff and you forget things that have happened in your past. You're losing it and you had no time to stop. It's just your go, go, go. No time to stop and smell the roses. And I was listening to the music. I like the harmony work. I don't know who she is. I don't know if she was mentioned in it. Let me just have a quick look. Music video by Rush performing Time Stands Still. Doesn't say anything about who she was on it, which is a shame. I don't know who she was. Nobody's mentioning it. Yeah. Okay, that was kind of yeah. I liked it. I actually did like it, but it was distracting me and it was hilarious. The video was hilarious, unintentionally hilarious, I think. At one point it looked like he was going to kick her in the head as he was whizzing around her. She was trying to duck around that way. It's just mad. That made me laugh. It was a bit of fun. Let's move on to the next one. What do we got next? We're jumping to, what are we jumping to? 1996. So another 9, we're going 9-year gap this time. We're ramping it up each time. Is that the right one? Yes, it is. We are going to this one, which is Half the World from Test for Echo. Switch the songs over. I'm trying to be professional here. Test for Echo, 1996. That's it. Okay, so it's a bit of a roller coaster. So I've recognised 1 so far out of 3, so that's not too bad. I don't know. I don't recognise the name of this. I don't know what to expect. No more video, so we're not going to get distracted by people flying around the screen. Let's see what we've got now. Okay. Ooh, I like that bit. Okay. I'm not quite sure what to make of this. I'm liking that bass riff in the background, which kind of gives it a bit of variety because it's very flat in a way, not in a bad way, but there's not much variety at the moment. It's very kind of flat. We're not doing any building. I don't know if we're going to get any guitar solos or anything in this, but it's very one level, which is kind of weird. It's weird. It's all right, but it's weird. I need it to do something, go somewhere. Is it going to go somewhere? I don't know. We're nearly halfway through. I don't know. Well, just over a third. Let's be clear. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. I'm liking the bass in the background there. But it is very one-dimensional at the moment, and I'm waiting for it to do something. Let's wait. Let's see.
Half the world lies, half the world learns, half the world flies, as half the world turns, half the world cries, half the world laughs, half the world tries to be the other half. Divided like a torn up photograph, half of us are trying to reach the other half, to reach the other half.
Like a bit of guitar.
Half the world cares, why half the world is wasting the day. Half the world shares, while half the world is stealing away. Half the world lives, half the world makes, half the world gives, while the other half takes. Half the world cries, half the world laughs, half the world tries to be the other half. To be the other half.
Hey, different. At least they changed it. Did change up a bit. We had a bit more melody coming in from the guitars, and then it did a weird thing, which I wasn't sure if it was a guitar or not. I think it was, but it was a weird sound. I quite liked it. I just felt it wasn't as much variety going on in that. It did feel a little bit flat compared with the others, I think. Whether that's because we're getting into the 90s. I don't know. Yeah, interesting. Not sure what to make of that one either. I think I preferred the one before that. At the moment, we're still Spirit of Radio is number one for me out of these. And then probably In the Mood, and then Time Stands Still, and then this one. I think. That'll be interesting to see what this next one is and does. But we are jumping right to the latest album they had released, the last album they released, which was Clockwork Angels. And this is Caravan. This is from 2012. I did look at one at 2004, I think, but I jumped to this one because I thought we'll do the latest and see. I'm not sure what we're going to make of this. I don't know what to expect again. Again, no distractions, just the music. Let's see where we are with this one. No, let's not do that, Jen. Let's do that up there. I forgot I've taken my mouse off there, so it didn't work. Going mad. Here we go. That sounds more like a tram than a caravan. Ooh. Bit ominous. Have we got a violin going on in the background there? That do 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 do. I'm gonna go right the way back, don't worry. Bit ominous sounding. Interesting. And it sounded like a tram at the beginning. I don't know. Let's go. Or a train crossing with before the trains come. Ooh. What's that? Ooh, I like this.
In a world lit only by fire, a long train of flares under piercing stars. I stand watching the steamliners roll by. The caravan thunders onward to the distant dream of the city. The caravan carries me onward, on my way at last, on my way at last. I can't stop thinking big, I can't stop thinking big. I can't stop thinking big, I can't stop thinking big. On a road lit only by fire, going where I want instead of where I should. I peer out at the passing shadows, carried through the night into the city, where a young man has a chance of making good, a chance to break from the past. The caravan thunders onward, stars winking through the canvas road. The caravan thunders onward, on my way at last, on my way at last. I can't stop thinking big.
So much going on.
I can't stop thinking big. 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 In a world where I feel so small, I can't stop thinking big.
Whew. Okay, that was. We went from the one before was flat compared to this. This one just decided to chuck everything but the kitchen sink at it, whereas the one before was really kind of like one dimensional. Apart from it did change it up a bit, but compared with this one was mad. So much going on to take in. So many different instruments, so many different sounds. It sounded very ominous at the beginning. And that bass, that deep bass, carrying it through, bass guitar, and then we had this sort of string. I don't know if it was real strings or a synth. I quite liked it, but it was weird because it was just towards the middle and end, and we had the solos, and it was all a bit. It went so many different things going on at different times. I don't know. I have to listen to that again. There was too much to take in. But I quite liked it. I liked it better than the last one, the one before. So I don't know where I'd put that in my list, actually. But there were quite a lot of bits of it that I liked. I just don't know. It sounded a bit discordant. And then we had the bit that came in like experimental jazz. Improvisation. It almost sounded like that we were just going to go for this and do some weird shit with the guitar, and I'm kind of here for it. I kind of enjoyed that, but it was weird. Yeah, and I don't know where I'd put that in my list. I still think Spirit of Radio is first. I don't know after that, really. I know Half the World would be last place, and the others are kind of interspersed somewhere in there. In between them, and I'm yawning, I apologise. But yeah, that was kind of different, and I couldn't say that. I kind of think the only thing that I would say that would point out to me that this was Rush would be his voice. And even that was a little bit different in, which one was it? Time Stands Still. I think it was softer. So I would say that's the only thing I could pinpoint. I couldn't listen to these five tracks, and if I just heard the music, I don't think I'd say this was Rush, the same band, or I wouldn't say this is the same band doing all of them, because they were all really different. And I don't know if that's more because it's decades, the decade changes and the style of music changes. I don't know, but I've listened to bands where they have a little change somewhere in the decades, but then their latest stuff suddenly has gone right back. I can't remember who I was listening to, and their latest track from like within the last 10 years has took me right back to the 70s where they started, and it really sounded like their original sound. I don't know with these guys. I don't know. And I must know more Rush than this. Spirit of the Radio can't be the only single they released that I know. So I've obviously picked, and these were singles they actually released that I have picked to listen to. So there's got to be some in there. So I'm going to have to listen to more Rush. I need you guys to help me on that. I need you to come in and say, hey, look, try this one. And I'll give them a go, and I will give them all a go, because I won't recognise the name. It's weird. I won't recognise the name, so I won't know whether I've heard it before or not, and I may well have, but it'll be cool to find out if I do recognise any of them. because now I've heard Spirit of the Radio, I do recognise it, and I have heard it quite a lot, but back in the day. I don't know. It was good. I enjoyed that, though. That was intriguing. It was intriguing. And I need to do more Rush, I think. So, guys, links are in the description to all of these separate tracks. Please go and give them a like and show them some support. And yeah, if you like this, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Felt a bit disjointed today, but give me a thumbs up. Give me some comments. Have you heard all of these tracks before? I'm guessing that you'll have all heard The Spirit of the Radio, but have you heard all the others? They were released. Did you hear them back in the day? I don't recognise any of them. Now, I'm surprised that I didn't recognise the 1980 and the 1987. Those are the ones that I would have thought I would have recognised more, but I didn't. I didn't. Only the Spirit of the Radio 1980. I didn't recognise the 87 one, which is weird. Which had the weird video. Anyway, let me know what you thought. Let me know recommendations for more Rush, and I will get them on the list and we will add them in. And any other artists that you want me to do a deep dive on that you think I should. I'm looking at specifically 60s, 70s, 80s bands. Let me know, and I will add them. I will add them to my deep dive list, and we'll get around to them. Guys, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Appreciate you coming in and checking this out. I hope you didn't get too bored through these. I hope you enjoyed them. I will see you in the next one of these. Have a good day. Be good. If you can't be good, be careful. I will see you soon. Bye for now. Bye.